All right, we should be good. To just hang out and talk. All right. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Rob, Hollow Avarice, back again. Put those lights on. Whatever. Back again. This time, just to chat. We're just hanging out. We are a little over a week away. I think we are 9 days away from the Game Awards. Always fun. Always a big show. F the Oscars and all that. No, I'm a big fan of Jeff Keighley, big fan of the Game Awards. Obviously, it has issues as a show, but I feel like one of the big celebrations of gaming culture out there. And today I wanted to get a look because I still have yet to look at um, the voting. I haven't voted, and I'm going to do that here on stream today. And I wanted to take a look at the categories, give my thoughts on it because we are going to be reacting live to the Game Awards. So I wanted streaming that live. So I wanted to do this. Let's see. I know I have one. Is that the right one? Nope, that's not the right one. Is that the right one? Yep, that's the right one. There we go. All right. So here we are at the player's choice. Obviously, I know two of the things that are going to be right here at the top, and it's God of War and it's Elden Ring. I think what I'm actually going to do is go to the very bottom and work my way up. I'll be giving my thoughts and everything on the way. What is Orlov Diaz? Oh, I gotta sign in to vote. All right, let me sign in. Let me switch back to this just for a second. Bloop. No, chatting. I'm playing Genshin on the side, and it's just giving me a little music. There we go. And I hooked it up to my Twitch. There we go. Right? Yes. Okay. Let's scroll down first. This is for the game. Oh, this is for the Gamer's Voice thing. Nominees. So I'm going to vote for my player's choice. So let's start voting. I guess we're starting with Game of the Year. Okay. Game of the Year. You know what? Let's view categories. Let's do this. Yeah, let's save Game of the Year for last. Okay, ready? Uh, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Most anticipated game. Always fun. Probably Final Fantasy 16, Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4, Starfield, Tears of the Kingdom. It's been delayed several times, but for me, it's 100% going to be Tears of the Kingdom. I have Zelda literally tattooed on my body. It is my favorite franchise of all time. I loved Breath of the Wild. It's not my favorite, but I did love Breath of the Wild, and I think it redefined it. And I feel like it had a lot of issues, in my opinion. I feel like Tears of the Kingdom will be a refinement of that, and that's what I hope. So, Tears of the Kingdom will be my vote for most anticipated game. All right. I don't know. I know a lot of people that play certain esports games, so let's knock out if they got. I've never played Valorant. I have a lot of friends who play Valorant, so I'll do that. Let's just knock this out. Do I know any of these people? I don't know any of these people. Don't know any of these people. You seem like a chill dude. Unless you're not. Unless you're like a monster. But who knows? Uh, Loud. I like your name. Esports coach. Esports coaches have categories and events. I know some events. I know Evo. I'll do Evo. Okay. Now for the ones I care about. So most anticipated game. Best adaptation. Ooh.
Where'd that wind come from?
All right, chill out, Paimon. Arcane, Cyberpunk, Edgerunners, the Cuphead show, Sonic. It's got to be Edgerunners, right? I mean, Arcane was. I liked the Sonic Hedgehog movies. The Sonic the Hedgehog movies. It's not going to be better than these guys. Uncharted, it was fine. Not going to be better than these. Cuphead show is pretty good, but I think I'm going to go Edgerunners. That was my initial gut instinct because the show is just phenomenal. Studio Trigger gets it. Netflix knocked it out of the park with. Netflix has the three up here. I'm sorry. Yeah, Netflix has three. This is. No, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Broke my heart in a million pieces. So good. Best debut indie. I still haven't played Neon White. I've heard phenomenal things about it. And I still haven't played Tunic. I've heard great things about it. It's gotta be Stray. I love Annapurna. All right, Paimon. All right. It's gotta be Stray. I played through Stray 3 times. There we go. To get to platinum it. Playing as that cat, I love that cat. And his little robot buddy, it was such a fun game. And it was a quick game too. It was everything I wanted from an indie. It was quick, it was beautiful, it was fun. That's what I'm going with, Stray. All right. Content Creator of the Year. For a streamer. So we got Carl Jacobs, Lud, Nibelion, Nobru, and Cutie. All I really know is Lud and Cutie. I'll vote Lud. Because I say of all these people, I watch his content the most. So I think and positive impact on the gaming space. Best multiplayer. Not you. Multiverses was fun. Shredder's Revenge was a really good. We only did it like once. We did like just a really good Shredder's Revenge afternoon. So I'm gonna go Shredder's Revenge. I feel like it's the underdog answer here. I feel like it's not going to win, which is a damn shame. But I feel like it deserves it. I feel like it's deserves it. There you go. I feel like it's a lot of fun. And I believe that should get some recognition, right? Sports racing games, I don't play them. Not going to vote for FIFA or NBA. Never going to vote for you two. Gran Turismo had so many problems at launch. I don't know. I'll do Ollie Ollie World because I'm not voting for these three. Because Gran Turismo's greed at launch, and then these two doing what they did. And I know a lot of the Gran Turismo stuff was added by the developer. Best sim strategy game. I didn't do Rabid Sparks of Hope yet, and it breaks my heart. I have a Rabid Peach up there on her cell phone. And I do plan on doing it on stream. There just hasn't been a lot of time with back-to-back Sonic Frontiers, God of War, Pokemon, and I was playing Genshin at the time. I'm going to do it even though I haven't played it yet. But, yeah. I personally, for strategy games, it was I would have liked to see Triangle Strategy. That one I thought was phenomenal. Best family game. Ooh. For me, it's a toss-up between... I did Skywalker Saga off stream. I did Kirby the Forgotten Land on stream. I thought Kirby and the Forgotten Land was a really cute, really fun game. I think I'm going to give that family game. It had good music, good game play vibes. You know, I liked it. Best fighting game. They put a single player fighter on here. I thought that's interesting. I'll give it to Sifu. I've always been more of the single player guy. Best role playing game. Ooh. God, what a year we've had, guys. We started the year with Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus. I didn't do Live Alive yet either. Oh, there's only 1 month left, and there are in this year, and I didn't do Xenoblade 3 yet because I never caught up with Xenoblade 2, to be honest. So I still got to do Live Alive and Mario Rabbids. So I'm going to write them down to remember. I'm going, and Elden Ring. I feel like Elden Ring's going to win a lot of bigger stuff. So right now, I want to try and give recognition to a lot of smaller stuff. I loved Legends Arceus. If you go, you can go check out my YouTube. Check out all my Legends Arceus streams. I loved that game. It was so much fun. I think the final stream I did was a marathon, like 8+ hour stream for all the end game and post game stuff, and it was so cool. But I think I'm going to give it to Triangle Strategy. You got to represent Hyzant. Playing as all those characters, doing all those paths, and some of the conversations I got in with people on chat while playing Triangle Strategy, and they were helping me through the game. It was so much fun. So I think I'm going to give it to Triangle Strategy. Best action adventure game. Oh my god. Okay, best action adventure game, combat, traversal, puzzle solving. Still haven't done Plague Tale Requiem because I still haven't done the original Plague Tale. And I still haven't done Tunic, like I said. So for me, it's between these three. God of War Ragnarok, which I just played. You can check it out on YouTube or on Twitch. It's still up on Twitch, the VODs. And Horizon Forbidden West and Stray are up on YouTube. You can check out my playthroughs of them. This is hard. I felt so many emotions during Ragnarok. I've already sung Stray's praise. But I also really liked Forbidden West and the hard sci-fi stance they took there. And I feel like Forbidden West isn't going to get as much love during these Game Awards because it's going up against a stacked Game Awards. One of my gaming moments of the year was when you first lit up Las Vegas in Forbidden West. So I think I'm going to give it to you because I feel like, again, God of War is going to get recognition elsewhere. Same with Stray. Best action game. I mean, I've only played one on this list, and it was Shredder's Revenge. I'm going to give it to Sifu for everything I see about Sifu. Best VR, AR. I haven't done really any VR. I've watched a lot of people do Among Us VR, and that's been very entertaining, so I'm thankful for that. Innovations in accessibility. A lot of accessibility this year. Recognizing software and hardware that's pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, or content to help games be played by a wider and even wider a wider audience. I don't really know what a lot of these guys have done for accessibility. Like, I played a bunch of them. I played Ragnarok. I played The Quarry. I love the Monkey Island series and Devolver Digital. So I still got to do that. I don't know how. I'm not crazy about the new art style, but it's fine. So I don't know what they really did for accessibility. I've seen a bunch of the Quarry's accessibility features, so I'll give it to them. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, including social media activity and game updates. I'm going to give it to 14. 14 is a titan in the space and deserves it. Best mobile game. They put Diablo Immortal on here. It's Genshin Impact. They put Diablo Immortal on best mobile game. Best indie. Ooh. You see, I tried it once on stream. I really liked it, and I played it a bunch off stream. I played it a lot off stream. I played it so much off stream that I actually bought a plushie for Cult of the Lamb. But this is breaking my heart. I am torn between Cult of the Lamb and Stray. Both really good games. I mean, and I think everything on there, I've heard phenomenal things about Neon White, and phenomenal things about Tunic, and phenomenal things about Sifu. I'm going to give it to the... I don't know which one I played more. I think the sheer amount of time I played was Cult of the Lamb, but in terms of enjoyability, I think I enjoyed Stray more. So I think I gotta give it to that. Best ongoing game, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves player experience. It's going to Genshin. Genshin Impact has had a phenomenal year. The release of patch 3.0 and 3.1 and 3.2 and the upcoming 3.3 patch. The introduction of Sumeru, some of the best OSTs in gaming, in my opinion, is the Sumeru with its jazzy Arabian music. Oh, it's so good. A lot of the mechanics and quality of life shot through the roof. I'm giving it to Genshin Impact. Hoyoverse knows what they're doing. I'm playing it as music in the background right now. It is my literal background music. And I think I'm going to do a Genshin stream tomorrow because there are a couple events that are expiring soon and I want to get my hands on Yaimiko. If you don't know what that means, come back tomorrow and check me out on Twitch or check out all of my Genshin streams on YouTube. All right. Games for Impact. A thought-provoking game with pro-social meaning or message. Memoir Blue, Dustfall, Citizen Sleeper, Endling Extinction is Forever. Ooh. Oh, wait, or Hindsight, or I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. I actually don't know. I just want to double check. Did I miss anything? Did I go down far enough? I did. Okay. And a lot of these. Best performance. Ooh. Awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and/or performance capture. So we have Ashley Birch, Horizon Forbidden West. Again, I think Aloy was a phenomenal character. So it's going to be either Ashley Birch or Christopher Judge for me. I really liked Sonny Suljic as Atreus this time. Although he was Loki for half the game. The sheer emotion and portrayal of the raw character in Ragnarok is... I'm leaning towards Chris Judge. Although Ashley Birch was phenomenal as Aloy. Like I said, I feel like Aloy and Horizon are not going to get enough love over Ragnarok. But I think I gotta give it to Christopher Judge because his Kratos was so raw and emotional, and some of the voice acting work just like the one monologue of him telling Freya about his previous family is so emotionally charged. Best audio design. Ooh. I'm going to give it to Ragnarok. I'm going to give it to Santa Monica Studios. I think the sound design in Ragnarok was phenomenal. Although the sound design in Elden Ring was really good, I think I'm going to give it to Ragnarok. All right, best score and music. Metal Hellsinger was the game that was entirely metal. It was a rhythm shooter. I got to give it to Elden Ring. The Elden Ring music, just the scale and scope of it felt, oh, so good. Okay, best art direction for astounding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. The aesthetic of Elden Ring was so terrifying and weird and unsettling and unnerving with its visual design. It gets it. God of War Ragnarok had some beautiful landscapes, incredible creature design, a very beautiful and mythical aesthetic. Horizon Forbidden West, they all the different cultures and cities and all their different designs and vibes, and also the designs of all the new mechanical creatures was really cool. And I didn't play Scorn and Stray with its beautifully atmospheric Undercity. This is a hard one. I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to art, but I appreciate it when I see it, you know? I love Stray, but I don't think it's as the scale or scope of these three. So right now I'm leaning towards these three for best art direction. Okay. From Software, Bandai Namco, Santa Monica, Guerrilla Games. Like, say what you want about any of these three games, the art was solid across the board. They looked good across the board. Like the design of the robot beast and the design of the colonists that returned from space was so cool. The This game has designs like Radon and Alexander and environments like the library and oh man, the Hallig Tree and oh man. I'm gonna give it to Elden Ring, I think. All right, best narrative, outstanding storytelling. All right, Elden Ring had a non-linear open story that was just exploration was the story. You made the story. And if you watched my stream available on YouTube, you know I did everything in that game. And then when I wasn't playing other games on stream, I played Elden Ring 2 more times. I platinumed Elden Ring. I beat it 3 times. I know that's not that much. There are people that have beat it hundreds of times. I spent 500, 600, 700 hours on that game. And the story you make is really cool. I don't think because it wasn't designed to be, it was designed to be a reinterpretation of an open world game. A choose your own adventure. You make your own adventure. So the narrative, and there was an overarching narrative in the background, obviously, and there was a deeper meta context for everything, and there was this deeper mythology with the what are fingers and the outer gods, and where did the fingers come from, and the importance of and symbolism of blood and fire. It all had a lot of words. I don't feel the narrative the purest sense of the word narrative was there as much as it was in Ragnarok and Forbidden West. I will say that. Now, Forbidden West and Ragnarok are both follow-ups, set several years after their first games. Technically, God of War Ragnarok is set after 5 other games. It's fine. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 other games. Sorry, and the two PSP games, because they are mentioned. Like Deimos is mentioned and everything in Ragnarok, so those are canon. So God of War is God of War 6, and this is Horizon 2. But they're both direct follow-ups to a 2017-2018 open world game. Set several years later. I loved the space age sci-fi story and the new environment and the bringing together these disparate tribes of Forbidden West, and the slow escalation, and you're learning that all these people you're fighting are actually being manipulated by greater forces. But it might be recency bias. I am admitting that it might be a recency bias, but I feel like the sheer storytelling of Ragnarok, of the, as much as it annoyed me at times, the betrayals, the death, that one death, and I have yet to do it because I want to do it on stream. Any of the God of Ragnarok post game, which I hear is phenomenal. So I've yet to do the post game stuff. I got my Brock and Sindri right there. I have my Christmas tree set up. You can't see it, obviously, because it's far away, but hanging near the top is my Head of Ymir keychain. So I have Mimir's head as a ornament on my tree. I have a little Brock and Sindri carving right behind me that I got in the original God of War Collector's Edition. Because I just wanted more God of War around me. But I feel like the duality of the storytelling between Kratos and Loki and them and going on their adventures and their adventures crossing and their paths crossing and separating was phenomenal. It was so beautiful. It was so satisfying. It brought me near to tears multiple times. I gotta give my vote for best narrative to God of War Ragnarok. Best game direction. Awarded for outstanding creative design and innovation in game direction and design. Again, I feel like this could go to any of these games. I don't know Immortality. I did not play Immortality. I am sorry, Half Mermaid. I feel like it could go in any of these because these games had such creative and intriguing direction. I feel like Horizon Forbidden West was an evolution of the open world formula that we've been seeing over the past few decades grow more and more. Elden Ring was a complete rewriting, a ground up rework of what an open world concept can be. Ragnarok met somewhere in the middle with not so much an endless open world, but all these zones that you can move through, all these different worlds, and each one of them had this beauteous exploration and incredible design. So when it comes to game direction, the vision, the innovation, and the design, not the story, not the beauty, not the music, in terms of design of the game. I mean, like, Stray is a linear narrative story, so I feel like Stray is the most different. Stray is this linear narrative. You have an evolution of the current open world meta. You have a rewriting and recontextualization of all open world gameplay. And you have this sheer raw action adventure, you know? But I feel like best direction, because of what it comes down to, has got to go to Elden Ring. You have so many plates in the air, and I feel like that is the most appropriate answer. Next up, Game of the Year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Stray, Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West. I feel like the struggle, the big battle is going to be between these two. It's going to be between Ragnarok and Elden Ring. I think Stray should be in the running, but hey, you know what? It made it to the top 6 of the year for the Game Awards, so that's real cool. For me, again, I want to be careful here because I do have the recency bias towards Ragnarok. I love cats, so Stray has a special place in my heart. Elden Ring has the sunk cost fallacy. I sunk 700 hours into that game. I wanted to win for that alone. And Horizon, I thought it was a very underrated experience, and I know it came out right in the shadow of Elden Ring, so everyone was playing Elden Ring. I was going back and forth, and I powered through Horizon to keep playing more Elden Ring. Overall, so this is everything. This is game direction. This is narrative storytelling. This is art design. This is music. This is gameplay. This is fun. I mean, Elden Ring was such a punishing, brutal experience, but it was satisfying. Once you finally killed a boss and you just. Once you finally killed Radahn. Once you finally killed Melania. Getting to try out all the insane. I'll say some of the most fun I had was watching people make the dumbest, most crazy, most overpowered, most weird niche builds on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook Live, on YouTube Shorts, and just seeing all the insanely dumb things people were doing was really cool. Next, you have God of War. Again, I admit I have a recency bias here because it's still very fresh in my mind. I beat it a week and a half ago. I've been playing Pokemon for a little bit, but I just beat it. So you got, and in my opinion, the best performance of the year with Christopher Judge as Kratos. This is 100% the culmination of Kratos' journey. And ties in so beautifully with not only God of War 1, 2, and 3, but Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus. It ties in all of those stories. It brings back, it references his feelings towards Calliope. It brings back his pain at being tricked by Ares. It brings back all of these emotions. And it's balancing that against his impulsive son, who doesn't understand the God of War's decision to spurn war. And all of his interactions with Tyr, and who's become the pacifist, and Freya, and Brock, and Sindri, and Brock, and Sindri. And again, as a mythology buff, throwing in like weird stuff like Ratatoskr and Nithog and all of that was really cool. Angrboda, Grilla. Fenrir and Jormungandr, all of that was really cool. Then you have Horizon Forbidden West. Aloy was a lot of fun. The weird story with Beta, all of the relationships you build with these characters, and then slowly recruiting characters to come to your base, and that was always a lot of fun. I'm forgetting more of the names because it's been a little bit. It's probably been the longest time since I've played that. But riding the Sunwings was really cool. Exploring the depths of a sand-covered Las Vegas and going into the flooded reservoirs below and doing all that underwater stuff and then relighting a Vegas and seeing the lights in the sky was probably one of my gaming moments of 2020. I mean, to be fair, I think I have a gaming one moment like that for every single one of these games. Like Stray, it would be when I opened the roof. Elden Ring was probably when I beat Malenia. And God of War, oh God, too many to name. Probably the battle between Thor and Kratos. But Horizon, I feel like the combat evolved in a very nice, fun way. I like how they wrapped up a lot of the Silence stuff. I like how they wrapped up a lot of the Hades stuff, and I thought the evolution of the technology was really cool. And battling all the friggin' space warriors was a lot of fun. And particularly that final charge where we got all the robot dinosaurs on our side and sent an army of robot dinosaurs to fight an army of high-tech robots. And Stray. Sweet, sweet Stray. Teaming up with our little robot buddy. The first time we met the robots and they pet the cat, my heart melted. My cold, dead heart melted. And again, I haven't played Xenoblade 3 yet because, like the fool I am, I still haven't beaten Xenoblade 1. I started it on stream and I never finished it. And I am a fool for doing that, I admit. I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about Xenoblade, and I really got to get back into it. And Plague Tale, I have Innocence downloaded. I gotta do Innocence and Requiem at some point. What is my game of the year? I think, again, I know I'm trying to avoid it, but I think I gotta give it to God of War. Hear me out. Hear my thoughts. I'm trying to avoid any recency bias. In terms of combat, in terms of gameplay, I feel like God of War had the most streamlined combat. Horizon was a lot of fun. The running, dashing, and arrowing was a lot of fun. Elden Ring had so many cool builds. My very first one, I went with a Dex bleed build, because that was back when the bleed builds were the most OP. Never did River of Blood, though. Never did that. I was never that guy. And then my second build, I did a pure strength build, and my third build, I did a pure magic build. And there were some really cool, really fun things you could do with combat in that game, but I feel like God of War had incredibly strong combat. And every hit, you felt the hits with the Leviathan Axe, with the Blades of Chaos, and with probably one of my favorite weapons in video games in recent history, the Spear of Draupnir. Just one of the coolest weapons. In terms of story, again, I think I said why God of War had my favorite story of the year. I've already justified that. Art, I gave art to Elden Ring. Art could go any way in this direction. Anything I gave music to Elden Ring, it could go in any of these directions because they are phenomenal soundtracks. They're great across the board. I think it came together, the narrative, the most beautifully in God of War Ragnarok. And I think it was such a satisfying. I think also because it is the culmination of the Kratos journey, and that's a character that I've been experiencing since PS2, right? Yeah. Yeah, I've known Kratos for 20 plus years of my life. And seeing the culmination of that journey was special. And I kind of want to reward that because I feel like it deserves it. Because it builds on what came before. And I feel like that's incredibly strong for a game, and I feel like it deserves it. So God of War Ragnarok gets my vote. All right. So run it down one more time. Game of the Year, God of War. Best Game Direction, Elden Ring. Best Narrative, God of War. Art Direction, Elden Ring. Music, Elden Ring. Audio Design, God of War. Performance, Christopher Judge, God of War. Games for Impact, that one. Ongoing, Genshin Impact. And I like how they used the weird, stupid design that everyone wants them to redo with like Jean, whose head starts here, but somehow her legs are all the way up here, which makes her like an 8 foot tall, like a 9 foot tall character. And the dragon doesn't have any teeth. It's weird. Not important at all, but I think that's still funny. Um, yeah, Genshin had a phenomenal year and was truly blew everything out of the water. Best indie, I'm sorry, it's Stray. Best mobile game, Genshin. I still play Genshin on mobile when I can't get on here. Community support, Final Fantasy XIV. Innovation and accessibility, I went with The Quarry. Because I also feel like The Quarry deserves a little recognition. I had a lot of fun with it. Best VR AR, Among Us. Action game, Sifu. Action adventure, Horizon, because I feel like it deserves some recognition. Best role playing, Triangle Strategy. 100% Triangle Strategy. Sifu for best fighting. Kirby and the Forbidden Lands, Forgotten Land for best family game. Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope for best sim or strategy for that one. Ollie Ollie World for best sports. Shredder's Revenge for best multiplayer. Ludwig for content creator of the year. Stray for best debut indie. Cyberpunk Edge Runners for best adaptation. Tears of the Kingdom for most anticipated. And then Valorant for esports, and then the esports athletes and people I don't really care too much about. Our last thing, the last thing we can do. What is jury? Oh, this is the people who help vote for Game of the Year. I love that Easy Allies has made it up here to the jury. Easy Allies is phenomenal, and they deserve some recognition. Game Informer, Games Radar, Game Rice, cool. So these are the people who do all the voting, guys. So if you get really mad, these are the people you complain to. Polygon, Screenwriter, The Verge, Vice, Edge, Eurogamer, The Guardian. Why is The Guardian on here? Okay, whatever. Info Bay. I don't know. Maybe some of these are great. I don't really follow a lot of these people, so maybe some of them are just spot on. Oh, yeah, no, they have game people from all over the world. This is kind of cool. Italy, Japan. They have Famitsu. They have Dengeki. Malaysia, Mexico. Wow, they have people from literally all over the world. That's really cool, actually. All right. And last is the player's voice. This is going to be our final vote. Which is my favorite game? 100% fan voted across 3 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Hey, I'll do Sonic Frontiers. 7. I'll do Scarlet and Violet. It had a lot of problems. Both of these games, Sonic Frontiers and Scarlet and Violet, had issues. Sonic Frontiers was a little buggy at times. Some of the aesthetics didn't match, but the music and the gameplay, just top tier. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, obviously having a lot of tech issues. A lot of fun. I just finished it. Go check it out. I'm considering doing a post-game stream for that, but that's not really important to me. It's just, yeah. Um, you know what? I'm going to do... Ah. I'm going to do Shredder's Revenge on Multiverses. Submit votes. Elden Ring's currently... Round 2 opens Thursday at 9 a.m. Okay. 9 p.m., sorry. I kind of want to see that. Can I... No, I don't want to change my... whatever, change my picks. I just want to see what's down there. Can I do that? What are people thinking right now? Elden Ring, God of War, Sonic Frontiers, Stray, Minecraft, Forbidden West, Cult of the Lamb, Xenoblade Sifu, Bayonetta, Splatoon, Genshin. Alright. Alright, now I'll submit my votes. There we go. Alright, guys. So, not bad. Alright, December 8th. What time does it begin? I know I had some friends that were going, and I could have stayed with my brother. I was tempted to go to the Game Awards this year. It's fine. So, guys, we will be live watching the Game Awards, so make sure you tune in and join me when I do. Because I am genuinely looking forward to it. I usually do. Jeff Healy hosts a good show. It's usually entertaining, and there are some big reveals. I don't think anything will ever beat the Joker reveal for Smash Ultimate, which was one of the most mind-blowing reveals we ever had. Yeah. So that's going to be it for now. Thanks, guys. 9 days till the Game Awards, December 8th. Make sure you're here. Twitch.tv/HollowAvarice watching live with me. That is going to be all for now. Thank you so much for joining me. That is all for this thing I've done. Bye. Also, follow me on twitch.tv/HollowAvarice or subscribe on youtube.com/HollowAvarice. Bye.